All right, let's talk about David Pollack and some of his remarks about the University of Georgia after they were out of the playoffs and they lost to the Rebels in the playoffs. And this is an article I come across. It's the title of it is David Pollack questions Georgia's talent depth after college football playoff disappointments. Of course, it's a disappointment, but here's the thing: how many schools out there actually are at a level where they are at the if they don't win the national championship, it's a failure for the year. I mean, how many programs are really out there like that? There's not many. Uh, uh, Winning the SEC championship was great accomplishment. Anytime you win your conference, that's great. Was it disappointing that we didn't make the run in the playoffs? Yes, it's the second year in a row it's happened. Um, I hope things can change. I'm looking forward to. But here's what quote David Pollock said. It's the first time I've ever gone into season with Kirby and I'm going, who's the ballers? Who is going to be the all American? Because usually you've got three or four that are first round picks. Last year, you were like, I don't know who those are. Now, I can tell you right now, uh, looking at the draft, that predictions coming up, Georgia could possibly have three first round picks. Okay. Um, right now, I know for sure, I think there's two, but that's pretty good talent. Now, is there these media talking about superstars all the time at Georgia right now? No, because these players are being developed, just like Jordan Davis being developed, and other players that just come out of nowhere, uh, being developed and becoming NFL prospects. This is where Georgia elevates everything, is that their program, they may not have these superstar names, but at the end of the year and you go into the NFL draft, there's two or three or four of them that are like high picks because they were developed to be superstar caliber, even though their name wasn't out there. Um, he went on to say, he believes that Georgia is not far from becoming a top 10 contender. He thinks that if they had defeated the Ole Miss Rebels in the quarterfinals, they would have gone on to beat the Miami Hurricanes and reach the national championship game last season. He expects the Bulldogs to be among the favorites to win it all in the upcoming year. Now, I'm going to hold him to that. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that Georgia's not putting out doesn't have the superstar names, the All American names, but he does expect them. See, this is a kind of a mixed bag of emotions here. I mean, he's not speaking very clearly on everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's talking out both sides of his mouth right now. But at the same time, I understand his point of view. Now, he does expect Georgia to be the favorites to win it all next year. Now, so do I, because being a person that follows the University of Georgia in the off season and watches and see the recruits and who we're bringing in and who left, and we have a lot of talent that's going to be at the University of Georgia. Defensively, in my opinion, as a Georgia fan, we have been off pretty bad the past couple of years on defense. It hasn't been as good as it's been. But this year, coming into 2026 season, our defense is loaded, absolutely loaded. Offensively, if our line can get better, and receivers. We've lost a lot on the receiver part, but we've got receivers coming in that's going to be talented. We have the top uh, tight ends. running back comes back. Frazier's coming back. Gunnar Stockton has an entire year of football under his belt now, so he can make better decisions. So in the end, I expect Georgia to be better, even though we've lost some this year in 2026 than last year. I expect them to actually win the SEC again, and I expect them to make a run in the playoffs and hopefully win a national championship. I truthfully believe that that's in the cards for the University of Georgia. So anyway, there's some words from David Pollack. He doesn't see the ballers, but hopefully by midseason he'll see some ballers, and he will be able to say proudly that the University of Georgia is the front runner to win the national championship in 2026. Till next time, see ya.